everybody. It's Linda G. And guess who I'm with today? Lauren. You guys remember how long ago were you on the show?
March 10th. So it's been
Oh, that's
a
not
month.
that long.
No, no.
But she wrote me because she got a lot of cool hits. So I'm going to basically give her the show here. And at the end, we'll tell you how you can reach her and schedule. You were pretty busy there for a while, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm still pretty busy. You all are, I love it. You guys booked me out till July, and I still have openings and, my calendar is still like open, but you might have to like look a little ways out. But
Yeah.
and I try to add on time every week when I can, but yeah, yeah.
You're glowing, girlfriend. You got that energy going.
Thank you. Hey, it's all thanks to you and thanks for having me on again. Like even the fact that I'm here, I so appreciate you giving me a chance to share this. I was saying before I'm a little nervous. I'm like, I
Yeah,
hope
but
I
but
hope
the
this
hits are
sticks.
fantastic. I can't wait till you indulge.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, and like this weekend specifically, and I'm really curious, if you've picked up anything too.
Okay.
So like
I
feel
got my
free to
cards too, just in
Yeah,
case.
feel free to join in. I mean, this weekend is like a huge astrological transit. We have Uranus moving into Gemini, and this historically, I mean, transits are transits, but this one specifically in the past for the US has been huge because every time Uranus moves into Gemini for the US, we've had major, major wars happen. The first time it moved in, we had the Revolutionary War happen. The second time, and I don't mean to scare anybody with this, the second
Yeah.
time we had the Civil War happen. And then the third time was World War II, specifically when the US joined and we had the Cold War. It's kind of like the later half of that war. So literally every time Uranus has been in Gemini, we have been as a country in a war. And so not to set that precedent, but I kind of am setting that precedent. And so I've tried to be loosely attached to that, but over the last like year and a half I've been paying attention and I think everybody here can sort of see that we've been building up to it. And of course, we've been at war with Iran that started, and I think there's been a
Yes.
question of, is that gonna stop? But unfortunately, I don't think it will. And essentially this weekend, I feel like there's gonna be something. There's something
Okay.
that's gonna happen to escalate it and officially start something. And so I just kind of sat back and said, if something happens, let me know,
So
Spirit. And yeah.
specifically, then you're talking about the 25th and 26th?
It happens late the 26th, like really late at
Sunday
night.
night. Okay.
Saturday night, sorry.
Or Saturday night.
Or sorry, is that?
Today's
Sorry,
the 24th.
25th. Yeah, 25th. My bad. I was getting
Okay.
my days mixed up. So
So
yeah.
Saturday night.
Yeah,
So,
Saturday night.
okay. So astrologically, what exactly is going on with the planets?
Yeah, so basically, Uranus, the planet of disruption, the planet of change, the planet of technology, it's moving into Gemini. Gemini is an air sign. Gemini is very electric. Gemini also rules over our transportation, how we communicate. And so, in the past, this has coincided with technology changing super fast. Like warfare changing very, very rapidly. And so we've got AI now, and I'm very nervous about what that's going to look like with, drone technology and AI technology in this war. And so that's one thing I've kind of picked up on is like I wonder because when a planet moves into a new sign, yes, it's going to be there for 7 years, but at the same time, on the day that it moves in, like give or take like a day or two, you sort of get like a preview. There's kind of like a exclamation mark.
So this may last 7 years.
Yes, Uranus in Gemini lasts 7 years as a whole, but
It's definitely something related to world events.
yes, yep. And again, the Revolutionary War, the Civil War, those didn't happen for 7 years as a whole, but it was in that window, so that's something to think about that's hopeful and positive. But I think, again, the surveillance themes, tech themes, like, and how quickly those are going to expand is something that I'm really worried about. But I think the what I've been picking up on is just the Strait of Hormuz, like what's going on over there, the Navy. I'm really worried about
The
our guys
Navy.
over there. Yeah.
Yeah. They're
Yeah.
so innocent, you know.
Mhm. Yeah, and I basically just kind of like tuned into it. Like I sort of listen to the news as I'm doing things, as I'm out and about, taking my
Yeah.
kids to school. And like I'll get
Yeah.
hits and I'll hear that they're gonna get hit. They're gonna be forced to move. And I really think that I don't know if it's gonna be this weekend, but I was feeling that this weekend maybe they're gonna have to be
Like it
forced to
starts off at something.
yeah, boots on the ground in the Strait of Hormuz area. I know. It's like I don't. Ugh, I hope I am
But you
wrong.
know, I do see Iran stifling themselves a little bit, not to kill our military men, but they might just say enough and do something big.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I kept being like, no, no, come on, tell me something different. Every time I tuned into it, it was like, no, they're gonna be. I feel like maybe Netanyahu and Trump are pushing that for some reason, and they're pushing them into it too fast, and they're gonna be forced to get into. I think it's like the little islands around there. I'm not
Well,
super.
he's acting like he's just going to kick back and watch, but you can't trust a word he says.
Yeah, that's where I'm like, I don't, it's too quiet right now, and that it's making me nervous.
Yeah, and they've got hundreds of thousands of men over there.
hmm
But we don't have the ammunitions. We've used up too many ammunitions.
And that's what I've been so stressed out about is like, I've been, every time I've heard that there's food rations, it's like my guides are in my ear and they're like, it's not going to be good. They're pushing them in too fast and they're going to be out of food and there's going to be a lot of loss. And I just
They're already
feel,
hungry on the ships. They're hardly getting anything.
yeah, yeah. And I don't think
So
there's anything that can be done about
it
it. But
definitely shows something in the world.
mhm.
Something's going to happen in the world.
Yes, yeah.
I mean, it could be something like China hits Taiwan. It could be something like that.
Yeah.
But it's
I
something
yeah.
big.
And I do think that that will happen eventually. I'm still trying to get the handle on timing of all of this, but I think boots on the ground in the Strait of Hormuz will happen. It might even be July, but I was like, let's just normally when I pick up hits, it gets really strong about a week or two before, and so that's kind of when I reached out to you.
When you start, yeah.
Yeah,
I
and
really
so
have not felt good. And this is the
mm,
final blow for Trump.
mm.
This is the one that's going to take him down.
Yeah. And that's another piece of it too, is that when this transit moves, it all moves in our personal charts as well, right? And so
Yeah.
this moves into his 11th house of allies, friends, and enemies as well. And so the last time that this happened, because we got a little preview of this last year, the last time this happened, he lost a lot of his MAGA base. They were just after him. This was like, I think it was July to November of last year. So I
He's
think
already
what it,
losing him right now.
yeah, yeah. And I think it's going to be even worse. He does something at least this weekend that
So it's
just
his 11th house.
his 11th house of enemies and friends and allies. It's just,
That's huge.
yeah, unexpected things, disruptions, again, Uranus themes.
Anything to do with health?
I need to pull up his chart, but
Okay.
his health would be his first house. And I want to say the
Okay.
next eclipse is not good for that, which is in
Okay.
August.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Um,
I know he's going down. I don't know how. I don't want him to be taken out because then he'll be a martyr. You don't want that to happen. But I
mm,
feel like the military might say, you're done. Get out of here.
yeah.
What did you
Did you?
pick up?
I mean, I've again, we talked last time, like I had three different dreams. And I always thought it was going to be like a heart health issue. And I already thought he was going to be gone by now, so I stopped trying to
Me
predict
too.
it. So I was
But
like,
the
okay,
guides told
whatever.
me before the year's out, we still have more time.
Yeah, okay, interesting. So I'm betting on that next eclipse purely just astrologically.
When
Before I
is the
was
next eclipse?
August 12th.
Oh, girl,
So
you know I'm writing that on my calendar.
yeah. And I think that one, oh gosh. I won't even try to requote it now, but it's like right on top of some of his big aspects, which is not really good for him. But I
Well,
could always
I've
say it next
always
time.
felt, and say this out loud, that he would not be able to pardon people. Why can't he pardon people? Because he's not alive.
Yeah. And I never felt like he was ever going to get uh justice in the sense of he wouldn't go to jail or anything like that. So,
No,
and I
well,
agree
it
because
makes
he'd be
sense.
gone.
I'll tell you
Yeah.
who is going to jail
Mm.
is Jared. Jared and that other guy are heading over there now to try to talk to Iran, and Iran's saying, "No, we want varsity. We don't need
Mm.
them. We want Obama."
Yeah, yeah. I saw that. Yeah.
And
I
did you
mean,
see that picture of him like this?
oh my goodness. Yes. I was like,
But boy, Sleepy Joe, right?
yeah.
Look at this. Oh my God, shut up. It's like my favorite shirt right now.
Yeah.
He just won't shut up. And they said he's just gotten worse and worse and worse.
Yeah, because they said they had to keep him out of the Situation Room because he was going on and on about Jimmy Carter and how Jimmy Carter was going to or no, how Jimmy Carter lost the presidency because of the Iranian hostages back in the day. And I
Yeah.
was like, I got this hit also, and I was like, oh my goodness, I think this might happen again. I don't know the situation of like how many troops we've already lost, or maybe we
Oh,
haven't
they
lost
lying to
any.
us. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like, it's gonna happen again. I think we're gonna lose somebody. There's probably gonna be another hostage situation, probably.
Well, they've already
Um,
taken a whole bunch of our
you okay?
guys hostage, but
Have they?
they're
Okay.
not. But we're not announcing it because we're just wonderful.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, intuitively I'm picking that up too. I was like,
That's a shame.
yeah.
So, what other predictions have you?
Yeah, I mean, let's see. And I kind of
I'm
wrote
trying
some
to
of
find
them
that
down.
email you sent me.
I mean, besides the Strait of Hormuz, and again, every time this comes up, it's always Netanyahu and Trump together, and there's just like a lot of when I tuned into it, there was a lot of fear there, and I don't know. Again, I don't follow a lot of news, or I follow news, but not like in depth. I've got two young kids. I've got a business, so I'm not like glued to things. So some of this might be like
You look good
already
for
known.
someone who has two young kids. You should have seen me.
Things. I mean, that's how I look most of the time, honestly.
Ah,
Um, and let's see, what was I gonna
oh,
say?
here it
I
is. You
mean,
were really concerned about the Strait of Hormuz, especially
yes,
involving the U.S. And I've been talking out loud, saying that I felt naval ships on fire.
yeah, hmm,
I also felt another plane crash, something to do with a plane crash.
interesting.
And then you said, I'm worried about U.S. alliances overall, and I keep getting that Trump could potentially pull out of NATO.
Yeah. And so we just talked about the alliances. The NATO, I actually reread into that today. And I was like, is that going to happen? And I think he's going to dance on it. But I actually heard Hecate, who's a guide I work with a lot on this. She was actually like, no, they're gonna save that. It's gonna get restructured. And I was like, really, really? I thought for sure that he would do this. And
Well, he keeps blaming them. He said nobody came in and helped us. But he had
yeah.
started a war he never asked not even his own Congress for.
Yeah. I mean, he could still pull out. I was feeling that strongly for a long time. But it might be and it was a female too, a female that came in and sort of like rescued us and like put a stop on it and was like, no, we're staying in. So maybe it's like one of those final hour moments.
Right. Well, they can
Yeah.
kick the United States to the curb. But the good news is they know once he's gone, all those guys are gone, that
Mm,
we'll have a good America again. We're going to have to build it back up.
yeah, yeah. And that might take a while,
I mean, I don't
unfortunately.
blame Iran. Why would they negotiate with people who turned around and bombed them the minute they try to come to a conclusion?
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
Look at
and
what we did to Ukraine. Well, get rid of your nukes and we'll cover you. We got your back. No, we didn't.
mhm, yeah. And when I tuned into like Netanyahu and Trump, it's like their energy is very much backed into a corner. They're very scared. And I actually heard Netanyahu say like Xi Jinping is coming after me. And I don't know if that's like true. I don't know
Well,
if
right
that's
now, China just dropped off a whole bunch of stuff for Iran,
did they? Okay.
gave
Yeah,
them
and
bombs and everything else.
I think Netanyahu must be scared of China.
Well,
I'm
Israel's not allowed in China. They're not
yeah,
allowed
okay.
in where else?
Yeah.
Turkey. They're not allowed. They're not
Mm,
allowed in Italy.
hmm Yeah. So I mean,
So,
makes sense.
but he's getting ready. I'm telling you, I feel more positive of him going within the next 2 months than anybody.
Yeah, and it's really interesting too because they're all born on eclipses. Netanyahu, Trump, even Al Khamenei was born on an eclipse, and the new I don't know his name, but Al Khamenei's son, born on eclipse. They're all, and usually people born on eclipses die on eclipses as well. It's like a really
When's our next
weird
one?
thing. The next one is August 12th. Um, August 12th, and I can't remember, like September is the second one. And it's just like a weird thing. And that's how they found out about it. Like back in the day, eclipses, they were able to track like major leaders like who was it? I don't know, like emperors. They were born on eclipses and they
Wow,
would notice. They were like, that's going on in the sky and these people are dying. That's weird.
that's interesting.
And so it's like same thing happening. And it's not to get all nerded out about astrology, but Trump also is in his Uranus return. This is our Uranus return as a country. So he's just bringing out a lot of things that we need to redo as a country and a lot of things that need to be crumbled and falled apart and really redone. And I think that another thing that I had mentioned was that the Pope, I think he's kind of
Oh,
just a
Pope
side
Leo?
character. Yeah, Pope Leo. He's kind of on the side right now, but I really think he's like actually a really important piece of this story over the next 7 years.
Yeah.
Because he keeps, and I'm getting like full body chills even right now talking about it. He shows up on these major astrological events, and they chose an American for a reason. And I think he's going to be a beacon of hope, even for people who are not Catholic, not religious.
A lot
And
of the young kids are starting to go back to or wanting to join the church. I was shocked to hear that.
interesting. Yeah. I mean, he's going to have a real neutralizing force. And I think I'm watching and paying attention to a lot of what he does. Because not to jump into a whole another aspect of it, you can always pull me back, but like I think that a lot of the nuclear energy is going to be backed funded for AI data centers. And I think that I don't know why there's a tie there. I haven't quite put it together, but there's a lot of like nuclear related things and the Pope going on that I've tracked, I've noticed, I've just seen a lot of patterns there. And so I think he's coming in and saying a lot of things against like nuclear war. Not that that's
Well,
happening yet, but
somebody was with Trump, and I know this is true because
mm,
I saw him wanting to do the nukes, and they
mm,
said no. They
mm,
walked out of the meeting.
yeah,
Trump, see, fortunately, Trump can't just press the red button himself.
yeah,
So they said no
thankfully.
because he wanted to really show Iran.
Mm. Yeah, unfortunately that same astrological cycle is coming up, and I try not to like scare people too much with that, but it is a reoccurrence. But thankfully, I've always said I don't see that happening. I don't think this is going to be World War III. I don't think this is going to be
Yeah, I never saw
nuclear
World
war.
War III, and I
Yeah.
actually don't see Israel being able to. They've already done so much,
Hmm.
but I don't see a nuke coming from them either.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think it's just a bunch of big talk, lots of destruction
So
that
you
us
did
women are
feel
going to
like
clean up.
Trump does something this weekend that causes him to lose support
Yep.
and more opposition from his enemies,
Hmm.
and it's something to do with Netanyahu. Netanyahu holds something over him.
Yeah, it's like it's some big secret that comes out. I think it's what they're planning. Again, I wouldn't be surprised if it's that coordinated attack on the Strait of Hormuz. It could be somewhere else. That's just what I'm feeling. But it feels very explosive. It's so hard with Uranus because Uranus is unpredictable. You literally can't predict it.
And it can
But
be good and bad.
Yeah,
It can be
exactly.
something that you're happy. That's like the tower. It can
Yep.
be something like I won the lotto,
Hmm.
something totally unexpected.
True. Exactly. So it's something though. It's something that really kicks this off, and you will be able to look back and be like, all right, that's when it really, really like got going.
Oh,
And then
I'm
we're finally
excited.
like in it.
I'm excited. I'm
Yeah,
nervous, but I'm excited.
exactly.
And then you saw a volcano erupting.
And I think that already happened. So when I emailed you, it happened a couple days later. So there was a
Okay.
volcano that erupted in Hawaii on
There's a lot
Thursday.
of volcanoes been erupting.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
well,
there's a lot of flooding happening.
yes, that's true. And
Did
when
you see
I
Iran was totally
yeah,
in
yeah.
a drought and now it's raining, raining, raining?
I did see that. My co-host for the Soul Driven podcast, we do political predictions over there. Anna, she sent me that, and it's just like pouring, and it's super weird, super abnormal. And when I did some automatic writing on this, I heard Hecate tell me that like the Earth is gonna speak back during this transit, this next 7 years. It's reacting to what people are doing. It's gonna
Yeah,
spit
they told
fire, is
me
what she
that Mother
said.
Earth isn't angry. Mother
Mm.
Earth is readjusting.
Ooh, interesting. Interesting. Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if we see lots of disasters over the next couple years. Yeah.
Ooh.
Um
I've personally been noticing a lot of pet loss lately, and I do feel like many
yeah.
animals are leaving because they don't want to be here. And
Yeah.
people are talking about going up to Yellowstone and Wyoming and noticing the elk are acting weird.
Yeah, yeah. And this kind of happened like right after I was on your show last, and I've been having people come to me because I'm an animal communicator, and I'm just the amount of bookings that people were coming to me for. They just lost their pet, they were about to lose their pet, or they had booked a reading for something else and then they changed it because they had just lost their pet that last week. And then I was hearing like colleagues, they knew somebody that lost their pet. And then I saw you,
I
who
just
lost
lost my
Lulu.
baby. Yeah.
I know, and I'm so sorry. And it's like it's happening everywhere, and it's really abnormal. And I was like, what is going on? And so I kind
Yeah.
of tuned
For
into it.
me, she was only 9 years old. She
Hmm.
didn't even live to be 10, but
Yeah.
because my last dog was 13.
Mm,
And I was like, but she was full of cancer. She had to go.
yeah. Mm, yeah.
It
Yeah.
wasn't like she died in her sleep and we were all shocked.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and
So
sometimes that's the kindest thing you can do for them is not
let
not
them
run them
suffer.
into the ground and yeah, make them suffer. So I think that was probably
Do you have any
the best
pets?
thing. I do. I have two right now, both very old as well. And that was part of it too, is one of my cat almost gone. He was like on death row. He miraculously turned around, but it was just like one of these moments where I was like, this is too weird, too out of the norm. And I tuned into it, and Spirit told me they were like, a lot of them know what's coming, and they don't want to be here for that because a lot of people need to move, a lot of
Yeah.
people need to
Well, there's a book
transfer.
I don't know who was by, but he talks about. I don't think he's alive anymore,
Mhm.
but he talked about this time that's coming on, and
Uh-huh.
he talked about a lot of people won't be able to handle the energy and they just die.
Mm.
Not only pets but humans.
Oh, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. I
And he
mean,
said they're just checking out because it's just too much.
yeah, yeah. I mean, Uranus and Gemini, that's the one thing I keep telling everybody is it's very mental. Like your mind has to be sovereign. Emotional regulation is going to be huge. Discernment. You're knowing fact from fiction, AI from reality, intuition versus fear. It's going to be of utmost importance. And if you're done, you're done. And if you don't know the difference, yeah, that makes
Well,
so
I,
much
I
sense.
have to be very careful about what I read and double check it.
Yeah.
So much of it is fake news.
Mm, yeah. Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah. And in the age of AI, it's only going to get worse.
So you
But
talked about the Pope, and then you're
mhm.
talking about the loss of pets. I also saw Palantir. How do you say that?
Palantir, yeah. They're a company that has contracts with the government, and they basically make AI. They do a lot of stuff, but the one thing I've been keeping an eye on is they make a lot of like AI software programs to target uh, there's a much more succinct way of putting this, but they use it to target military operations, and they sell that software to the government,
Military.
and so they'll like take out people. They'll literally take out people with their software, and so you can be remote like a video game. It's disgusting. A video game remote kill somebody somewhere else. And that's something that is one of the first and many hits I've gotten around this whole time period is that this time period is going to be very much like surveillance state, technology state, like and I've had so many dreams that I could talk about forever, but it's the surveillance and being watched and the drones. I'm really nervous about it all. Again, not to scare other people, but what I was going to mention more recently is that I had a dream about goggles, and I asked like, "What's Uranus and Gemini bringing us?" And I went to bed asking about this dream, and I saw these like goggles, and this woman was like playing a game, and she was wearing goggles. And I know there's like some biotech goggles out right now. Um, but recently, ICE, apparently, like literally last week, has ice goggles or ice glasses, sorry. And they're using Palantir technology, I think, and they're using it to identify and scan people's faces from afar. And so you can just walk around, identify someone who's an immigrant, illegal immigrant, but you know that's going to get abused, um, and then arrest people. And it's like if that's where we're starting,
Oh,
I don't
Jesus.
even
I
want to know
can't
where
wait
we're
till
going to
he's
be.
gone. I can't wait till he's gone. Now, what about you said the mandatory draft?
Oh yeah, just that Palantir this last week said that they wanted to institute a mandatory draft. And even though they're not a government-run company, they have contracts with the government. And so the fact that they said that just confirmed to me that I think there is going to be something of a draft. And
But I see families saying no.
yeah, yeah.
I see
I think it's
huge
gonna. I
protests
I agree. Yeah. I think it's going to happen around July for some reason because the
geez,
timing of
they're
it
not
now,
even feeding these kids.
yeah. It's going to be, I mean, the beautiful thing, the hope around all of this is I really feel like this is a revolution. You know, you're in
Yeah,
instant Gemini revolution. People are going to fight back. They're going to say no. I think I wrote down like patriotism after this weekend. I saw people rolling up their sleeves,
yeah,
getting out of the house, like no more.
no
And I
more.
think I feel it in my body and I'm like, let's go. No more
Yeah,
sitting back and waiting for it to happen.
but
Let's
that I
fight.
don't see him into next year, and I see that once he's gone, we're able to rebuild.
Mm, yeah. I
Because
see
I
a
don't care about JD Vance. He's a nothing burger. He's going nowhere.
nothing burger. I like that. I think there's going to be people kind of grabbing at power for a bit and then it'll slowly kind of like get back in place. But yeah.
But all those people, even Justice Roberts, did you hear that him and his wife had something going on, that he was
Oh, I
making
missed
all
that.
kinds of money
Oh no, I
off?
missed that.
His wife was making money that she's not supposed to legally when
Oh.
he's hearing cases of her clients.
Mm.
It's there's so much underhanded.
Oh wait,
Trump
maybe I did hear that.
is letting people bet on oil, and it's so bottom feeder. It's so they're
Yeah.
just making tons of money off the backs of the people, and
Hmm.
we will turn around and say
Yeah.
bye.
Yeah. I really think there's actually going to be a socialist revolution when we come into this summer, the start of it at least. And whenever we come out of these Uranus and Gemini periods, it's actually really funny because, well, not funny, I shouldn't say that word, but whenever people go in, they have one goal, but what they get out of it is something different. Like, I can't remember, like the Civil War, it was, like we want to I'm brain farting on it, but essentially, I'm like I should have checked my history here, but I think we're going to go into this war, wanting one thing, but what we're going to get out of it is something totally different, and it might
But the
be,
people in the
yeah,
United States didn't ask for this war.
yeah, no,
It's not like we went and signed up even for World War II. My
hmm
dad said he couldn't wait till he turned 18 so he could serve in the war.
yeah, yeah,
And it's not that kind of thing. It's
hmm
ugly, and it's because Netanyahu wanted it.
yep, yep,
So it doesn't have that sense of like the Civil War, etc. Now, with the Civil War, the problem was Ulysses S. Grant told Robert E. Lee, well, now you guys can take your horses and your arms and just go home. And
hmm
they didn't have to pay a thing, although they had to rebuild, and we helped them rebuild. Then they turned around with, you know, terrible, vicious, racist stuff, and it just kept going.
yep, yeah. And what's really interesting too is that the millennial generation right now, Pluto and Scorpio generation, they are the same generation as our founding fathers.
Wow.
Um, yeah, and I get chills every time I say it. I think we're really set for a complete, I mean, there's a lot of things astrologically going on right now where we're really redoing our country as a whole. And
Yeah.
it's a real make or break sort of thing
And I
over the
see
next
us
7
not getting
years.
rid of the Constitution, but really sitting down and working on it.
Yeah, yeah. It definitely has to be
And we're definitely
revamped.
going to make sure someone like Trump never gets in again.
Yep.
If you are
Yeah.
a felon, you can't be president. If you don't show your income tax, you can't be president.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I know he's gonna push it at some point of trying to run for 2028, even though he's not obviously gonna be alive by then, but
No,
he's gonna try to
and he
push
talks about it
something.
out loud. Like everybody tells me,
Yeah.
yeah, nobody cares about you.
Yeah.
And he cheated. And
Yes.
also, that whole Butler thing was a
hmm
fraud. And we
hmm
said that way back with then. We
Yes.
said
Yeah.
that thing was a fake.
hmm Yeah. Now MAGA's finally starting to question it.
Now they know. Because who says, no, I don't want any investigation on it and I don't want to go to the hospital? Mister that blew half my ear off, but miraculously it grew back.
Yeah.
I think it blew your brains out. He's
Yeah.
so terrible. Oh God, girlfriend.
I know. I
Any
know.
little piece of some comfort. Now, have the
Mm.
guides ever said to you,
Yeah.
my guides, especially Mary that came to me the other day, it was beautiful what she showed me. The
Yeah. I
whole
saw you
thing.
say that.
And we're going to go through some shakeups
hmm
earthwise, okay?
Yep.
But she was like, the calmness is coming.
Yes.
We'll
Yeah.
finally start working together. But did you get any kind of vision of
Mm.
future events?
Yeah, and I think that's why I've been really called to talk on politics because again, I didn't really do much politics besides like the last 2 years. I mostly did just one-on-one readings, and the next about 2 years now are going to be the hardest. 2.5 years are the hardest, and then it eases up a little bit more, and then I think so that's when Saturn moves out of where it's at, and what I'm seeing on the other side of this is actually the wealth gap, shrinking, and that class division actually shrinking, and that socialist uprising that I talked about. There's
Yeah,
something happening in July. There's a really big astrological thing that I've had my eye on, so I'm really looking forward to that. And I've actually seen a matriarchy on the other side of this as well. And so I've been wondering if maybe this is really the end of like the patriarchal empire, you know?
yeah,
And I see on the other side of this 7 years, I know everyone gets really stressed when I say 7 years, but 2033 is when everything is rebuilt and it's a lot more beautiful. It's children first, it's education first.
yeah.
Everyone
And the
has
new
money.
president will be in by then.
Yeah, it's a woman president as well. And I've
Wait,
always
okay, so
seen UBI
28, 29, 30, 31. Oh, 33, yeah. So
32.
the next president, I feel, is male.
Hmm.
So that president will only be in 4 years and then a female comes in?
Yeah, I think so. Um, and I think what was I gonna say? Yeah, female. And I forgot what I was gonna say.
Did you look
33.
at California at all? Did you look at where are you from?
I'm in Colorado.
Okay.
But yeah, I kind of pay attention a little bit. I've paid more attention to Seattle because I had a dream about a building collapsing in Seattle, but I cannot place what time that will happen.
And
Um,
sometimes the dreams aren't literal.
correct, exactly.
Now, I had that dream way back when he won the first time
Hmm.
that I walked into a shopping center and he was in a glass coffin under
Yep.
lights in a shopping center
Hmm.
and looked waxy,
Yes.
And I
Yeah.
walked up and looked, I said, I'll be doggone, that's him and he's dead.
Mm, yeah.
But, you could, it was in Technicolor, it was so real. But, you're like, goody, goody, but he didn't kick off yet.
Exactly.
But
And I
that could
mean,
be the outcome.
yeah. I in one of my dreams where he died, I remember I saw the election ballots next to him and I fell on the floor and I said, I knew it. And there was this sense of like being vindicated, like I was right and everyone knew I was right about the election. So I've always taken that of like we are gonna find out about the election fraud as
That he
well.
cheated.
Yeah, so fingers crossed, I don't know.
Yeah.
But
So,
yeah, it could be
but you've
symbolic.
had dreams of him being deceased.
Yeah, three different ones. I know, all unprompted. So many people, and I feel like that's just spirit trying to give us hope to make it along. But
Well,
yeah,
it really what it's saying is this will end.
yes,
This will
100%.
end.
It
And
will.
look at you guys. Look at where we are today comparatively.
Hmm.
All this bull is going away. It's
Hmm.
wonderful. It's he is nothing like he was. He doesn't hold the power. He's falling asleep. He's making a total fool of himself. And
Hmm.
people, the most important thing is the MAGA crowd is backing away from him.
Yep.
They were even interviewing them. This lady said, I voted for him 3 times and I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. I think there might be a little bit of time where it gets a bit worse, but I think we're finally past this
Yeah,
build-up
I've often
phase.
felt wait till June
Yeah.
and then it gets. But can I ask you, do
Yeah.
you feel gas prices are still going to go up?
I do, and I mean, I'm not trying to make it
No, no,
worse
don't
because I know
worry.
we're
You just give
focusing
it
on
to us
hope.
straight. Give it to
Yeah, I
us
mean,
straight.
I think the economy and gas and food are going to kind of keep going down over the next month. So I would get food. I would get, again, not like, oh my God, go out and hoard, but just be mindful, because I'm a little concerned about the economy. However, I've thought the economy was going to crash like 3 or 4 times now, and it hasn't yet. So
Yeah,
take that one with a grain of salt. So
but
yeah.
also, he lives by that stock market. He likes to
Mhm.
act like and the stock market is a fraud. It's not for
Yeah.
real.
And I should say, when I say gas going down, sorry, I meant gas availability going down, prices going up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah,
I
I
thought I'd
keep
correct
feeling,
myself.
and they're talking about the airlines even having to stop doing new flights and stuff because they don't have the gas.
Yeah, yeah. I went and bought all my tickets already because I was a little worried.
I got tickets too, but does that mean they can cancel your ticket if they
I hope
don't have
not.
the fuel?
I hope not. I got trips.
I know I'm supposed to be up in Canada with my friend Kevin
Oh yeah, yeah.
in June, and then I'm supposed to go to Gettysburg with
Mm,
Mal and my other Kevin.
yeah. Yeah, I don't
So
I'll have to look into it. I've been a little trying not to look at that purposely because again, I've got a trip coming up and I don't want to
you
look
don't
at
want to
it.
know.
I
You
don't
don't
want to
want to
know.
know. I didn't get that sense if it was imminent. I was
Yeah.
just curious if you had picked up something.
Yeah. Yeah. No. I mean, that's
I
kind
do
of the
see people having to stretch the dollar and not going anywhere. I've talked
yeah.
to my nail lady today. Business is kaput. My
Hmm.
facial lady business is kaput. People just don't even want to use the gas to go someplace.
Yeah, yeah. I think it's slowly going to like kind of affect people because with that strait closed, it's like we can't get, even fertilizer to get to the
I
food and
know
it's
it's
it's gonna
poor
take,
farmers. I feel so
yeah,
bad. What's the
yeah.
price of gas where you live?
Ooh, that's a good question. I want to say the last time I went it was like $3.80.
It's like
Yeah.
$6 here.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm in Colorado. I mean, I'm in Denver, so but still a city, but
The reason
yeah.
I asked you if you I don't know if you watched the governor's race at all. You know, the Solwell
Yeah.
thing was so heartbreaking.
Yeah, yeah.
I really thought he was somebody, and then when all this came up, it was heartbreaking.
Yeah.
But
It's like
I will tell you that I
mhm.
don't think a Republican's going to win. Not at all
For California.
for California.
Mm, yeah, that'll be interesting. I'll have to tune into that. I don't know.
We're packed full of Democrat in the houses and everything.
Hmm.
I don't know what the hell they could do, but that one guy is a backwoods cad, the sheriff, and
Uh-huh.
the other guy, the Hilton guy, is good friends with Trump, which is a turnoff for everybody else. So
Okay. So, and you think Republican?
I think Democrat will
You
win.
you think
I don't
Democrat?
know if the car is going to win or Tom Steyer.
Mm, yeah. And when are your elections?
Uh, I think in June is
In June.
we go by the two top. Doesn't have to be a Republican and Democrat. It could be two Democrats, two Republicans.
Oh, okay.
But the
Yeah.
numbers aren't as high as the Republicans right now because there's too many Democrats in the field.
Mm,
They
I
got
see.
this one young guy from San Jose, and I'm sure he'll be good down the road. But he's young, and he just turned mayor of San Jose, and he wants to run for governor. Get in line, sucker. Get some experience, you know.
Yeah. You want
So
you
we'll
want somebody
see.
you can trust.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll see. But
Yeah.
anyway, how do people get a hold of you?
Yeah, absolutely. I'll give you all my links and we can put them down below. Psychic Lauren, Lauren with a Y, on all socials, psychiclauren.com. And yeah, I'm on Instagram. I have my own YouTube channel. I also have a podcast, the Practical Psychic Podcast. I also co-host a political podcast with Anna, and her podcast is the Soul Driven Podcast. And I'm hosting next week on November 1st and 2nd, a Beltane retreat, a free Beltane retreat to enhance your psychic abilities. So if you want to
Cool.
join,
In
um,
Colorado?
virtual. So you can just
Oh,
join online. Yeah.
so you're going to give me a link for all that good stuff?
Yes. Yep.
You better, girl, as soon as we hang up, you better go get it.
Yeah, yeah. And I'm also hosting a trip to Ireland and it closes in 2 weeks. So if anyone is curious about coming, I'm taking a group to Ireland where it's going to be part historical, part spiritual,
What's the
and
date of the Ireland trip?
August 10th through 15th. The last day to sign up is May 12th. But I'm really going to help people just kind of wake up their intuition. I'm just going to hold
Ireland's a
space.
fantastic
It's
place.
it is beautiful and like the gods and goddesses of that area, the land, the ancient like energy
Oh
of
yeah,
it.
my sister and I went. I think September or October. Perfect weather.
Yes, yeah. And I went for my honeymoon once and I've loved it ever since. And I got the opportunity to kind of host like a group event. And I just want to take people and give them the space to practice their abilities, no matter what level you're at. Kind of
Yeah,
just get practice, go to castles, go try some beer,
we
and
went
hang
through
out
a
with me.
team. We went through the same team we went through for Paris,
Okay.
and we stayed in a castle. You have to take a boat to get to,
Oh my gosh, that is so cool.
and and the food is good in Ireland.
Don't
So
get me
we were
started.
there, and the rooms were beautiful, and the
Yeah.
grounds were gorgeous. And my sister actually saw an old fashioned maid at the very end of the hallway,
Oh
like
wow.
from the late 1800s. She had the
Oh
old
wow.
fashioned. And she looked, I think she said something, and the lady didn't respond. And then she comes in the room, she's like, I think I just saw a ghost.
Oh wow. I wouldn't be surprised.
Isn't that cool?
It is. Did you guys go to Newgrange at all?
What's that?
Newgrange, it was like it's like an old tomb. It's a
I
and
don't think we went where you
a
kissed the
hut.
stone.
Oh yeah, we're going there too. The
I love bagpipes. I could hear bagpipes when I was
yes.
dating a guy in Edinburgh. He took me to, uh, it wasn't Stirling Castle. It's the main castle in Edinburgh where the Queen
Oh
goes.
yeah, I'm
And
not
they
sure
do
about
a
Denver.
fireworks display to die for.
Oh, cool.
And we
Yeah.
did a lot of the bagpipe stuff. I just think bagpipes are just mesmerizing. I
Yeah, you
like
can take bagpipe classes.
native drums and bagpipes.
Yes. Yep. Yeah, they're very cool.
Oh, I'd love to learn the bagpipes, but I'd probably crap my pants all the time.
Yeah, yeah. My grandma went and tried to do it and she said she was so out of breath and she was like, I'm never gonna do that
Yeah,
again.
no, no, no.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of muscle. It takes a lot of strength
Breath.
to be able to do that. But
Yeah.
when I die, I want bagpipes and I want native drums too.
Oh, that's
So you're going
beautiful.
to get your
Yeah.
whole array. Plus, I want
Yes.
plenty of food.
Mm.
So there won't actually be a funeral. It's going to be a celebration of life.
Yes. That's how you do
So
it.
that's how you do it. Well, honey, don't forget to send that to me
Yes,
ASAP because I like to get this boarded up.
I will.
Girl, we were on for 45 minutes. Not too bad.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Thanks for
All
having
right.
me.
Thank you. And keep in touch too.
Yes, will do.
Okay. Bye, you guys.
Bye. Thanks.